Thanks, Chad and Rhea. I'm Stephen Heumann, and I am here in Costa Rica as well. Now, a lot of you out there have been to Disneyland, and you've been on the Jungle Cruise. You know, the one, it's got the robotic animals, the hippopotamus and stuff that comes out of the water, things like that. Well, here in Costa Rica, they have Jungle Cruises too, which is what I am on right now. But this is the real thing.
There is a place between high and low tide where the salt water of the ocean mingles with fresh water from inland rivers. That mixture creates a habitat where the ground isn't quite solid, allowing a curious collection of plants to take root. This is the home of the mangrove forest. Finger-like limbs branch out into the water. Crisscrossing boughs block out the sun overhead, and the most diverse species imaginable play in the trees like one gigantic amusement park. Rivers snake through the forest, leading toward the sea, but on a meandering course, almost like they want you to get lost in this unique environment. Today, my guide is Adrian Martinez from Iguana Tours. Along with our pilot Freddie, we head off into the mangroves in search of life and adventure. Both are easy to find.
Right here is a baby crocodile, and we're going to see if I can see it. Oh, I see it, Yes, yes. It's a baby crocodile right there. Oh, look at that.
He believed in his camouflage so much that he believed we're not looking at him.
And the little guy has every right to be confident in his camouflage, because without Adrian, I never would have seen it. On our tour, we pass other boats and kayakers enjoying the calm splendor of the forest, as well as local fishermen trying their luck among the roots. Now, the trees in the mangrove forest look like they would be very soft and delicate, but the opposite is actually true. These are some of the hardest woods in the world, which is why for a time they were harvested for charcoal with such abandon here in Costa Rica and around the world. Even the thinnest root can support my weight, which is good because Adrian spots one of the rarest animals in the forest, and to get a closer look, we need to go for a strange sort of root hike.
All right, we're going to look for an anteater that's only about that big. Woo! It's only about that big, an anteater. We're gonna go across the mangroves to see if we can find it. There it is. That is an anteater right there. Now, the mangrove forest that we're in the middle of is extremely important to the health of Costa Rica as a whole. In places like New Orleans in the United States, where they've cleared out these forests, it's very easy for weather and hurricanes and things to come in and kind of steal away the land. Having these forests here protects the rest of the country. So this is a great experience to be able to go through such a wonderful environment. But this isn't the only amazing activity you can have here in the Damas area.
As a port and vacation spot, there are plenty of activities, but it's the hotels and nightlife that round out any good trip. I stayed at the beautiful Parador Hotel, which overlooks the coast. Its pool looks like it spills off into the ocean itself, and the rooms gaze down onto coves and jungles full of life. And just this morning, I was awoken by the hooting of howler monkeys right outside my door. In town, you'll find plenty of places to eat, but for you history buffs, El Avion is for you. This eatery is built around an actual U.S. Air Force Fairchild C-123 that took part in the Iran-Contra affair in the mid-1980s. The U.S. government was secretly supporting anti-communist rebels in Nicaragua, Costa Rica's northern neighbor. Miguel Lopez, assistant manager of El Avion and staunch supporter of the United States involvement, he is an Ollie North fan after all, remembers how the plane came to reside in its current location after the controversy came to light.
When the operation was exposed, they abandoned this airplane in San Jose Airport. And the Costa Rican government took over this airplane. They sold us the fuselage for $3,000.
But getting a full-sized airplane from the capital to a hill outside Manuel Antonio is more complicated than it sounds.
It's a funny story. It took a full day. We cut the wings and the plane in half, in two pieces, and we towed from San Jose Airport to the port of Punta Arenas. 7 years ago, we didn't have the big bridge in the Parita River. We used to have a train bridge, and the airplane in that time was like a couple inches wider than the bridge. So we couldn't pass the airplane through the bridge.
They ended up having to ferry the pieces of the plane and reassemble it on site. Today, the fuselage is a bar, and the story is a part of both American and Costa Rican history.
Well, El Avion is just one example of the interesting history that you're going to find here in the Damas area in Costa Rica, and one of the places you can go. And we'd like to thank Iguana Tours for taking us out today and showing us the mangrove forest and being able to really get up close and personal with nature like you just can't anywhere else in the world. So remember, June is when we're going to be coming here again, and you can come with us. And I'm going to be here, Chad, Malia, Ria, all of us, and it's just going to be one heck of a trip. So I have some more exploring to do. Now let's get back to Chad and Ria.